So, like, if you died, Shannon,
if I personally died. Okay.
Yeah. And somebody put on, like, I had a grievance card or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And somebody, like, it was, like, for deepest sympathies on the front. And then someone wrote inside, I'm glad that bitch is dead. I would get the joke. Or if somebody wrote, like, get over it.
Get over it.
See,
man.
That's funny to me.
I think I told you the stamp story.
Stamp story.
When I was in 2nd grade, I had a teacher, and we had these stamp booklets, like these little booklets with these empty spaces, and if we did something good, she'd give us a stamp.
Yeah.
And then so many stamps earned you a prize. And I had a stamp, it was a frog, and it looked it was the exact same stamp as hers, except her frog head had the words good job under it, whereas mine did not. It was simply the frog head. And I decided to try and just add a couple. I didn't, like, go crazy, because I thought, well, she's definitely going to know if I've added, like, 10 stamps.
Right.
So I added, like, 2, I think, just to kind of boost me along. And then it sat on my conscience so heavily after I did it. Like, I just panicked. And I ended up ripping it up and throwing it out.
The whole book?
The whole book. So I lost all of my stamps that I had actually earned. And I went to the teacher and I told her that I had lost the book. And then she looked at me funny, like, are you sure you really lost it? And I was like, yes. So I had to start over with a whole new booklet and with no stamps. But I felt it was deserved. It was self-punishment.
My question is, why was she so skeptical that you lost the book?
I don't know, but she was. I don't know if she could tell I was lying. Not that she knew what I had done.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm not sure.
You are not a great liar.
I'm not, no. I was really upset.
At yourself?
Yeah.
We're some smooth-ass criminals.
What, you and I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only other law-breaky stuff I've done is, like, when we've trespassed.
We did that a lot.
Our slight urban exploring phases.
I still really like it. It's just our town is dry as shit.
Right. There's not a whole lot here.
Yeah.
That and, like, real populated areas, I don't know, maybe the risk is worth it. I just get nervous. I'm someone who's always been nervous about getting in trouble with authority.
Yeah.
Even today. Well, that and running into homeless people. Not that homeless people are bad people, but...
And they're also not authorities.
No, but you kind of are in a sense, even though if they don't own the place, that's where they live and sleep, potentially. And you are intruding in a sense. In their eyes, don't you think?
Yeah. But so are they. So.
Right, but I don't know. I feel like it's slightly different. Like, I've watched documentaries on people that do urban exploring, and that do run into that.
Yeah.
And then there's some hostility sometimes. A lot of the times if they're just very respectful and kind of engage in conversation.
Right. If you're just like, hey man, just walking around, peace out.
Right, or ask them questions about the place or what they know, or...
Right. What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear in relation to death?
No, just anything.
Whew.
Like, what's your phobia?
I think you know what it is.
Buttons.
I think my biggest buttons. No, it's not my biggest one, but I hate them. I was waiting for that word to come up on this show one of these days.
You're in control of the list. You could just say.
No, I know, but I mean, somebody's suggesting it. It's not on the list. It will never be on the list. I don't even like saying the word or seeing it written out or typed.
So should we do buttons for a Halloween episode?
No.
It'll be spooky.
My least favorite phrase is cute as a button. Because buttons are not cute. Who says that? Ugh.
A lot of people say it.
People that name their animals that. Don't name them buttons. Yuck. I hate buttons.
I'm
P.S.
Well aware. I am well aware you hate buttons.
No, I think one of my biggest fears is there being a house fire while I'm gone. Well, I mean, even while I'm home, but at least then I would have a chance to maybe do something about it. But coming home and finding that
your stuff is all burnt.
Yeah, and not even so much my stuff is, again, kind of the cats.
Right.
I mean, I'd be sad to lose certain things, but I think that would just kind of break my heart. And yours?
Silence. I really hate silence. But you know that. Dogs. Drowning. Dying. I have a lot. Not being understood. I know that's a weird one. But, like, when I say something and someone looks at me like they didn't understand the words I said, I get kind of panicky.
Huh.
Like, have you ever heard of, like, word salad?
Word salad. It sounds familiar, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so, like, word salad is a thing, like, that happens if your brain gets real damaged, or, like, some conditions can cause it, and, like, some people, if they go through shock or whatever. But, like, what happens is, like, your language center in your brain gets all fucked up.
Oh, okay.
And, like, you think you're saying the right words, and you can understand everyone around you, but no one can understand you because the things you're saying don't make sense. So it's just like peanut butter basketball band tip, and then you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? But like the thing, I think I said something that made sense. You know what I mean?
Do you actually say words still?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I met a man. I used to have a waitressing job. And years ago, I served a gentleman who spoke gibberish. Yeah. And it was like he could understand me, and I believe he could write down words. Yeah. Because he was starting to get kind of frustrated, and I felt horrible. But it's like he was not speaking actual words. Right. And it didn't appear to be anything where he was like hearing impaired. Right. But it was interesting, and I don't know, and again, I felt horrible that I was having trouble understanding what he was asking for. And then at one point he asked, or he, gestured for my little waitress pad to write down words, and so he could write down some words. But they weren't full sentences, they were just singular words. Right. So I don't know. I've always wondered what. But were the words apt to what was happening? Yes. He at one point wrote down the word year with a question mark. And then again, I felt really bad because I was like, is he asking what year it is now? Right. And I think ultimately what he was getting at was what year did the business start? Which we eventually figured out. But so when you were saying that, I thought maybe it was a case of that, but it sounds like it's different. It might well be. I mean, it might be a very similar thing. I know word salads are very specific. Like it happens, and like you're saying actual words, but they don't mean what you think they mean. And in your head, you're saying the right thing, but like to everyone else, you're not. Brains are crazy. Brains are crazy. It's one of the reasons I really like psychology. There's some terrifying brain stuff. Oh, for sure. Familial insomnia is fucking horrifying. I mean, it only happens to like a very select, small group of people that are related, but it's still scary. Oh, is that the one where like you just cannot sleep? Yeah, you just like at one point in your life you just stop falling asleep forever, and then like you like start to hallucinate and go fucking bonkers, and then you die. Just like, I don't like that. And like you can start to like micro nap eventually, like after a few weeks or months. I'm not sure the exact math on it, but like you start to micro nap, but it's not enough to not make you absolutely exhausted all the time. It's amazing how long they go without sleep, though. Has anybody ever survived it? No. Or is it pretty much just a death sentence? It's fatal. It's fatal familial. It's the name of it is fatal familial insomnia. Oh, that's happy. Yeah. I like your tree a lot with its big old fat branches. He does have kind of fat branches. But I like it. He used to go on a fucking diet. No, look at his waist. He's got a nice trim waist. Got bulky arms. He's like
He's like your dude bro boyfriends.
Yep. Oh, that's what we should have talked about.
What?
My boyfriend.
No.
No, yeah. I'm totally... How do I say that? I'm going to try to say this as sincerely as possible. I'm totally in love with Zach Baggins from Ghost Hunter. No, not Ghost... Oops, I just fucked up. Ooh, sorry, Zach. Ghost Adventures. I always want to say Ghost Hunters, but I know it's not. It's Ghost Adventures, which is really the only ghost hunting show I watch faithfully because it has my boyfriend on
it. He is such an idiot.
Shh. It's my dude bro boyfriend. You be nice.
I'm not going to be nice. He's terrible.
I'm so in love with him.
Why? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's those, like he says, those arms and those Baby Gap t-shirts. They get me every time.
Jesus. Oh my god, what was that noise? Come at me, ghost.
I like the last episode we watched. Racist ghost.
He got all offended. He's like, racist ghost.
See, he's great.
Oh, God.
I mean, if you ignore the part where he's trying to convince a 5-year-old child that ghosts exist, but...
Yeah.
Aside from that, I'd totally date him.
Okay, everybody, thanks for watching Drawn Apart. We talked about death and it was sad. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more stuff. We'll have actual guests later.
They'll be back.
Yeah, they'll be back. Yeah, check out all these other videos. And we're super close to 100 subscribers. When we get to 100 subscribers, we'll be doing giveaway. So make your friends like, comment, and subscribe.